How does it feel?
It feels lovely, actually. Good morning and welcome back to a brand new video. I'm just on my way down to the animals and then I need to find Theo because he went down to the garage, I think, and he's been there for a while. So I don't know what he's up to, but we've got some bits we need to do today. The weather has drastically changed since our last video where it was raining, we were in a cloud, it was cold. I'm in a t-shirt, it's sunny, it's gorgeous. So here's the animals. Good morning, guys. All up and at them. Oh, hey Marge. Everyone's out and about this morning. Hey sweet girls. This is our current milking situation. Theo will sit on there and hold Matilde for me and I will milk her. And something we really need to do is get a milking stand on the go. Because the more I milk, the more she produces milk. Never in my wildest dreams did I anticipate that our goats would produce milk because we've not had babies whilst we've had them. But this is a freak thing that can happen with goats, apparently. She has had babies in the past, so who knows, but the milk is still coming. So what can you do? We're not going out just yet, girls. Just stay in your field for now because I need to find Theo. So just hang tight. You both look like you've just woken up anyway, so it's fine. Oh, and of course Fernando's here to help. Good morning, boy. Oh, good morning, gang. Would you like some oats? You've managed to. The goats are looking at me. They want me to bring them out. Not yet, my loves. They can come out in a bit. They get a little bit spooked sometimes when I go down to the garage, especially if Theo's rummaging around in there. So I don't want to freak them out. I bet they're following me, aren't they? Oh, don't make me feel mean. I'll be back shortly and we can hang out, I promise. I promise, I do. Look at them, aren't they the cutest? And I love this area. Look at this just carpet of Douglas fir needles. Is it called Douglas fir? Yeah, it is. As I said that, I'm like, is that the right word? It just creates the most beautiful space. I love it. And it breaks my heart that that silver birch is dead. But it was dead when we got the place, so. If you saw our last video, I think it was the last one, I was planting some silver birch seeds. And they've germinated. Ooh, I'll give you a little update in a bit. But right now, let's find Theo. I can't hear anything. Maybe he's gone down to the pond. We'll stop by the garage first just to see. That right there is one of my lounging chairs where I sit whilst the goats graze in the orchards. Come on, Fundus. You're being a bit slow. Hey? Just in case you're wondering, why on earth is there a deck chair in the road? That is why. Come on, boy. I washed my hair before I came out and brushed it. I don't usually brush it because it dries a bit weird. And it's giving Lord Farquhar. Safe to say, my self-esteem is in the gutter this morning. I am not vibing with this hair. Okay, he's here. The door's wide open. Oh, he's got a drill! Oh, an impact driver! What's going on here then? Explain yourself.
We are building,
What are you building?
a goat milking stand.
Yeah, finally! I just showed them your milking seat.
Because every single day the goat needs milking and it's just a waste of my time being there. So if you can do it on your own, that's way better. I was super excited actually because I was like, I can use my workshop that I've kitted out and I've got everything I need. And then I realised it's such a mess, I can't even work inside. So I'm having to work outside of the workshop.
Is that a hint that you want help tidying it up?
It would be nice to tidy it up because it is a mess, but I can basically crack on. I've already started. I've already started.
I didn't even see that.
So look, that's the height.
right?
Measuring the goat on my own was the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. But basically, that's the height it's going to be.
Okay, cool.
And then you'll be on a little stool.
Yeah, because she'll be like, what, her legs?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah, where you just put your hand is probably where her legs are.
They're pretty big goats, aren't they?
Yeah.
So the teat will be about here. And it should be good. But yeah, I'm just going to crack on. And then we can do a trial milking later, hopefully.
I'm so excited. I can't explain. I am so chuffed. This is going to make life so much easier. It's going to make my morning routine with the animals even better. And it's going to require a bit of training because right now, obviously I don't have a milking stand, so we haven't got a regular, easy routine. But I'm fairly sure that Matilde, because she is led by her stomach, I will be able to convince her in no time that the milking stand is a great place to go because you get a really exciting snack and you get milked. So I'm sure that it feels uncomfortable in her teat or breast. Are they called udders? That's the word. Udder. Her udder will feel more comfortable when it's been milked. So this is great.
So literally everything on this milking stand I've either found on the property. There's still some bits that I know are there but need to go and make sure they're going to be usable. But I am not buying a single thing for this milk stand. Everything is just scrap wood I got lying around, fixtures and fittings that I've organised in my workshop. So yeah, let's go. Completely free milking stand. And I'm hopeful that we can get this done like literally this morning. And then before lunch, get a test milk on the go.
Oh, you'd already done that one. It's looking like a little sleeping platform at the moment. Little bed. Oh, it's taking shape. I can see what you're doing there. So I've just found a really good piece of plywood to go on the top. It's about an inch or more thick, so it's really sturdy and wide enough to fit and more than long enough, so that's brilliant. And it's a nice dark brown. So there is the plywood that I found. It had been in the field, but I think it's okay. I think it's been treated in the past, so it hasn't warped or anything from the rain, which is brill. And the frame is done. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't begin to describe the excitement of this. And I'm so happy that this is more than big enough. Oh!
Done.
I think the trickiest bit is going to be building the neck holder. You're definitely heavier than Matilde.
I was going to say something then that
What? Oh. Depends how much it overhangs. If it's berserk. What's that?
It's not going to do anything.
Official measurement. I mean, you've put it bang on in the centre. What's that?
It's the drawing.
No, No way. That is brilliant. This is iconic. I feel like we need to frame this and put it in the barn. You lost your pencil. Standard.
Can't show them that. Giving away my secrets.
Let's plug in the old extension cord. Oi, here we go. Oh, what's already plugged in? Oh, there's a battery charging. Oh well. Oh, I get. No, that feels silly plugging an extension lead into that. I've unplugged your battery that was charging. I've got it. I got it. Are you gonna clamp it on? I'm gonna freehand it, famous last words, except for it's not, because if you don't have faith in yourself, you're never gonna get it, guys. I said something weird like that in a video before. I was trying to remember the quote, but I can't remember my own quotes.
You didn't even plug it in?
No, I got distracted. The plug's just there. You're closer to it than me.
Kind of labour is this?
Well, I wasn't planning on doing labour like this today. Came down and you surprised me by in fact, why am I even getting involved? This should be a gift for me. I'm just going to go back up to the house and make a brew. All right.
Make you a nice coffee.
Of course. Come on, guys. Get out of it. Don't want no little spiders. Anyone who's on it, it's time to leave. It's your eviction notice, I'm afraid. Unless you want to get trampled by goat hooves or cut with this monster. I'm actually really surprised at the state of this, considering it has been in that field, just like over there. The life of an ADHD and an autism means that we're both really bad at organising. We didn't get those superpowers of being organised, so we always lose everything. What are you doing?
X Games mode.
Better than nothing. Oh.
There we go.
As long as you don't cut. I'm now involved again, holding it. As long as you don't.
Leave it, it's fine.
It's flapping. Oh. Oh man. Oh my gosh! Bang on the line. You win gold in the line cutting freehand Olympics. Congratulations, Theo. Here's your high five.
We do not mess around.
It's hard when you're filming to go. Can we give it a little dusty before we screw it down? Let me find a brush.
Can you see from where you're standing? All the coins down in the well. I was there when you last tossed one. Tried to wish me well. It's okay, you don't have to. I'll do fine on my own. I've been doing it without you.
It works.
I don't know if I fully got that because I was a bit zoomed in.
I'll do it again.
Once more with feeling. Did your knees bobble? You're older than you think you are. Look at that, we have a very sturdy platform, and the next task is to make the front bit, which is where the head will go. And this is the bit I'm dreading, actually, truth be told. Theo, your diagram you showed me doesn't have anything to do with the head end. So what are you oh, we'll work on that. Is not a good sign.
Feels like everything's a battle, and I can't win 'em all. Maybe later you'll come over.
The truck is being very useful today, holding various pieces of wood, and I know there's been lots of comments on what's going on with the old truck, and the plan is to to fix it. Its clutch has gone, so obviously it doesn't drive very well. It does start first time every time because it's a beast, but it needs a new clutch, and with everything we got going on, it's kind of not our main priority, but it will be very useful. There has been times where I'm like, I wish that old truck was running because I've got some firewood or something where I need a bigger load in the back of the bed, and this is perfect for that. So hopefully in the next 6 months that'll be back on the road.
And I'm sure that probably most of you, like me, before you probably never even thought of what a goat milk stand would look like. So you might not even have any idea what we're doing. But it will all make sense once it's completed.
There's nothing in the desert. Roaming on my own. Somehow I'm still walking. With nowhere left to go. So I fall into an endless hole, hoping that I find the
So I've just drawn the gap that Matilda's head will be going in for the stanchion. I think that's the word I've seen people use. And it looks, can you even see it? There it is. It should hopefully fit. Fingers crossed. Theo's got the jigsaw, let's cut it. This is like almost the final piece. I think we need to cut that, fix it to there, and then put a latch on, I guess. Let's see. I hope that's not too wide. No, her head is definitely wider than that, yeah. Oh, well this is great, isn't it, Theo? Get on your knees. Okay, so we were thinking we might need to... No, it goes further down than that.
I know, I'm just getting...
Oh, we're thinking we might need to... Here. Like angle it, because now Theo's going to demonstrate loosely how it's going to work.
Hopefully these are thick enough. But
We'll find out if she Hulk smashes her way out with her head. Not going anywhere!
it's really not. Where's the...
Sorry to anyone I deafened by screaming that.
One
Oh!
more?
Oh no!
I thought that was the case.
No!
It's,
Oh no!
it'll be alright. You try it. Can I have one more screw?
Frick! Maybe we could glue it in.
That'll be alright. They're thin anyway, but I think once she's latched in, she's not gonna turn into a fucking bronco or whatever.
Feeling slightly panicky that I might have done the gap a bit big because it's all to do with the wood needs to be strong, but I think it should be okay. Her head is definitely bigger than the gap, so she won't be able to pull her head through. I just don't want her to snap the wood, but I imagine she'll just be like, I'm here, I can't go anywhere, so we'll see. We're nearly there, we're nearly there! So what Theo's doing now, we've got the fixed one in place, and I'll be sanding it and doing all of that after when we 100% know it all works. There's going to be a bolt Wow, that's a big bolt. Have you got a drill bit to make the hole?
Oh,
Of course you have, you've got everything. So we're going to put a bolt, well, we're going to make a hole here, and then the bolt will go in here and fasten it, but it'll still have free movement, so you can do that. And then at the top, when they're together, there'll be a latch. Right now it looks a bit mad, but it will make sense. It does make sense, and oh, I'm so excited. Theo in the background looking for his drill bit, I guess. You got one?
I think so.
So, are you going to drill it in situ?
Let's try another.
And has that got a nice free range of movement? The actual piece of wood, not the bolt?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'll put 2 washers on, so we'll just tighten it up. Washer either side. Not super tight, but tight enough.
It doesn't matter if it's tight. We just don't want it tight in here. We want it to be able to still move around. So as long as the hole is bigger than this, and this is loose, that's all that matters. The moment of truth. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So excited. God, I don't know why I'm whispering. It works. It works. We just need a latch. Okay, don't do it like mega tight. That's the whole point. Oh Theo, you are the best husband. Now put a latch on. Theo is rummaging in his cabinets, drawers, cupboards, boxes, bags, whatever, to see if he's got a latch. I feel like it's something we will have got over the years and we probably wouldn't have used, or we would have had it and it wasn't the right one or something. I really hope we've got... What? He has found something. Go on.
So like a shed.
Yes,
situation.
yes, that's actually really good, because then I can just, because I'll be on my own, I can just easily latch it. It's literally a latch.
Let's try it.
When I put her on, I'll be with her, but also
It might be in a...
probably at the front, maybe. I don't know, what do you think?
Okay. Right.
Is that wide enough? Like, it's not too wide.
Perfect.
Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. I bet that is from when we did the van build, because we used latches to stop the cupboard doors flying open.
We brought all sorts of stuff over for the UK. Should be tight enough.
I am just hoping that Matilde will become so used to it and excited about the treats that she'll get and the food that it won't be a struggle eventually. Because I've seen videos of people who milk their goats and their goats are literally just jumping straight up, waiting to get, like they're waiting to get milked every day. That's the dream.
I mean, the goats would not even come over to us when we first got them for
That
a few
is
months.
true, that is true.
We had to build so much trust, and you've trained them, but they follow you everywhere.
Yeah, they
Sometimes
do.
they don't even graze unless you pretend to graze.
Yeah, that's
So, you are a goat.
it's a bit problematic at times. Like I'll bring them up to the house with me and like hoping they'll just go and graze around.
I
you
might
know.
need to lock you in this, feed you some treats.
I forgot what I was saying now because you just said the most unhinged stuff. I don't even know what I was saying. Hopefully it works. Okay, now you need to try and break out.
Yeah, so
Just
that's good.
pop your head in.
Bit of movement, but I ain't getting out of that. Give me a treat
Go
then.
on, try and pull your head back, see what happens. Yes. All right, see you later. Love you, bye. Isn't that going to be in the way? No. I believe you.
That'll be in the way. You're right.
I'm always right. Do you reckon I could carry it from here?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Strong. I built it.
That's the kind of confidence.
We've just got a kilometre now to actually get there.
We've just had a bit of a rejig. Theo is now facing forwards. Oh, is that not working?
Really uncomfortable. The camera doesn't do it justice how steep this is.
Oh, it is steep. Especially when you're carrying something that's heavy.
I feel like I'm doing leg day.
You are. Saw a tiny weeny lizard running off through the leaves. Oh man, I hope Furrnando wasn't in the garage. He's now locked in. So when you need a break. Do you want to swap and I go at that end for a bit?
No, it's fine. I'm really surprised how light it is. No, it is light. It's just the fact that we're walking up a really steep hill.
It's not light, it's lighter than I thought it would be, but it's not light.
It's easy to move around.
Yeah, true.
So like if you want to milk her in different locations.
Hey Matilda, do you want a view of the mountain today? Or maybe the chickens?
No, but she might get used to one spot and then you can mix it up.
Yeah. I'll just get her a telly so she can watch that. Has
Go on,
it?
you try that way then.
Okay, can you carry my bottle? Alright, you don't need to go so fast.
Go in your space.
The legs are jamming into my knees.
So now you realise.
Okay, I take it back. Going backwards. The calf burn. Ah, ow. Ow. Yeah. Can we swap again? I'm thinking a good place for this will be in their yard, under the tree. Oh no, maybe under the actual shelter bit. Tread on it. You can hold it down. Perfect. Oh. You're right, Marge, Tilde. Oh,
Come on.
this
Last
trek is nearly over.
stretch.
They're like, what the hell is that? Hey, Kellies. So we've got Matilde in the stand. She's really disturbed because I don't know if she's ever been in a milking stand and she's not going for the treats. Understandably, she's a bit freaked out, so it's okay. It's all right, my love, but this is great.
It's perfect.
It is. This gap is almost a bit too big, but she's staying in, so that's really good. Eventually, you'll like this space, I promise. I promise.
You're gonna milk her now.
Yeah, she needs milking. Don't you, my sweet? You do. Come on then. So currently I am just milking Matilde's teat. It's only one that is filling with milk, and we've been having some issues with her teat because of the milk that has been coming through. Unfortunately, she has developed mastitis, so we can't use the milk, and we are currently treating her for mastitis. So I think for the first try, it went really well. There are some things we need to make changes on. Number one, she did manage at the end to pull her head through the gap, so we need to redo that and make it a little bit smaller. And secondly, we're going to put rails along the sides because she could just slip off the edge. So when I'm on my own, I don't want that to happen. Obviously with Theo here, it made it okay, but she's an old goat. It's gonna be hard teaching an old goat new tricks. I'm sorry, I couldn't not say that. But she's not used to it. This was a really alien experience for her. As soon as she came out, she was then standing next to it, eating the food that was there and the treats we'd got for her, and was unfazed by it. I think because she's just like, what is this?
And we will add a treat bucket.
Yeah,
This is just like a
exactly. We're going to be adding a treat bucket and all those types of things. We just wanted to see whether she actually fit in, which she kind of did. We need to make some slight changes though.
So now we have done that task for the day, we are going to add some structure to the pond. I'm so excited. So we're heading down to the garage to pick up the tractor. I have some rope. I will tell you what we're going to do in a little bit. Skills. So this tree right here has been lying here ever since we've owned the property. Ginjey does use it as a scratch post, as you can see here, but there's plenty of other trees for her to use. And I've just lifted it up because I'm basically going to cut it into sections and use this for structure in the pond. I think this will be really good for fish to hang out around, hide. It's going to be really good, but I need to put some oil in the chainsaw and then we'll get going. And then I need to head further up the mountain because there's some fallen trees that I think would be perfect. I don't need anything too beefy today, so just using the good old trusty electric chainsaw. It's so useful to have around. I just keep it in the house now because there's always little branches and things that you need to snip off left, right and centre, where you don't need to get the big beasts of the chainsaw filled with two-stroke, all of that business. This is simple. You can see where this burnt in the fire. A little bit of charcoal for the pond ain't gonna do it any harm. It might clean it a little bit. Jumping on. I knew you wasn't gonna walk 2 kilometers. This is definitely the best way to travel. I'm comfortable, how are you?
Driving.
So I've just arrived at the pond. I've dropped off the 2 trees, well, the 1 tree that I cut in 2, because that is going to be sunk down in the pond. And the reason I'm doing more structure now and didn't do all the structure in the pond to begin with is because I wanted to make sure it actually filled with water. You don't want just a big empty hole with loads of random trees and stones stuck in it. Doesn't look very nice, but it's filling nicely now. So now I can see where the water level's at. I can pick where my different structures go. I've got some really deep and this is going to be shallower. So we're going to head further up the mountain in a minute. A lot of people were asking in the other episode, like, what fish are in here? So at the moment we've got small and largemouth bass, we've got pumpkin seed, and we've got different varieties of chub in here as well. So it's very exciting. So I don't want this whole tree, just a small section of it from like here. And it's got loads of spindly branches, which will be good for the fish to kind of hide behind and swim around. So that's what I'm going to do, chop this up. There's also another one that's fallen down there. It's a shame you can't replant these.
I mean, we can try, but we've never had a good result.
This one's clearly dying on the floor. That one's in really good condition, so maybe we try and replant that.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with what we got first and I can introduce more, but I think this is going to be more than enough at the moment and we'll keep adding. And the great thing is I'm going to put them in place, in places where I can pull them out if I need to and change it up.
That's good.
It's all an experiment.
Yeah.
I'd say that's it, that's perfect.
It's a good size.
Like imagine you're a fish. Predators hiding from the bass. This is going to be perfect. Can't just throw it in though, because I don't know if you know, but trees float. So this will just be floating on the surface and the frogs will be using it like a surfboard. So we're going to tie some weights to it. Stones basically. I'm just trying to work out where I actually want this structure, and I think for the pine tree this corner is absolutely perfect because I'm going to be casting off the dock. So the fish are going to use this as like cover to hide away, and then they see the bait and they swim out. So it's the perfect distance to cast to, just a couple feet in front of the structure. So yeah, I've got this. Gonna tie this around the tree with.
So unfortunately we ran out of memory as we were filming that, but Theo is now attaching stones with a rope to the tree. This feels really quite suspect, like something you would do to an enemy. Not that I have ever done anything like this.
How many people live in the bottom of this pond?
You don't want to know. Anyway, I love seeing the frogs absolutely bathing. Like, look at that guy. Look at him or her, loving life. And here's another friend floating towards the shore. Not a care in the world. Are you living Larry? Oh, living lavish Larry. The sacrificial tree is tied at both ends with stones.
Yeah, that's good. Shouldn't fly off.
No, it shouldn't. If you
Okay.
keep jiggling it around, it might.
Put that on the tree or a tripod tree. Obviously there's a shelf, remember when I dug it?
Yeah, yeah.
There's a shelf at about 4 foot, so we wanna throw out,
Past the shelf.
not past the shelf, it's probably gonna sit on the shelf. So when this fills higher, so I'd say throw it out a good 1.5 meters.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Should we do a 3, 2, 1 leg and a wing?
3,
Are we doing a leg and a wing?
Yeah.
Like back and forward?
3, 2, 1.
Oh, I don't know if that was deep enough.
I'd say that's
work.
perfect. One.
Oh my god, it's floating. That didn't work at all.
Is it definitely floating? Or is
Yeah.
it just sitting?
That is floating.
Okay, so B is actually going in because
It's so cold.
she volunteered. She said it's so cold. It is spring fed, it's going to be freezing. But basically, the log, we want to get it in the perfect position. So you can see where it is there. It just needs to go a bit further out, but it was really heavy to throw. So, how does it feel?
It feels lovely actually.
Did you feel a fish?
No, it was the spikes of the tree. It freaked me out and I overreacted. I'm sorry.
B thought she got eaten by a fish. I don't know if you can see B in the water there behind me. It's a beautiful day for it, to be fair, but
Travelling a lot.
we've just thrown in, well, I've just thrown in another smaller log. What we're going to do is pile more stones on because that big log is so buoyant that the back end is floating up, so we need more weight. So B's pushing the big log all the way to the shallow end so we can actually pull it out because we just can't get stones big enough. We can't lift stones big enough to basically pin that down, otherwise it's just going to float. So plan B is just to use the smaller log. Well done, B.
Right.
Perfect. Well, we'll put this just down here for now on the edge.
Joyous, absolutely joyous. Feel great. First day of October. Nice.
I am taking no risks with the small log. This is not going to float. I've seen loads of other people who have, yeah, we don't want floaters in the pond. I've seen loads of other people on YouTube build ponds and they always say how tough it is to sink the logs afterwards. It's so much easier to do it first, but I just didn't know where I wanted them. I didn't know if the water was even going to fill. So here we are, let's try this. This is actually a perfect size as well. To be honest, the big one was maybe getting a little bit ambitious. It's like a big boomerang. If this floats,
No, you know what that's like? Catapult.
if this floats, I'm done. We're just having a floater.
Just throw ourselves in the pool.
Oh, that's heavy. See right where I want it.
As you can see, it is fully sunk into the area we wanted it to, which is brilliant. And these fish are going to be living absolutely their best lives.
We failed at first, but we overcome the challenges and the trees are sunken. And the good thing is, I know where all the structure is, which means I know where all the fish is. So when I invite my friends over, I know where to fish and I won't be telling them where the best spots are. But yeah, thank you for watching. That is enough for one day. We are now posting every Wednesday and Saturday at 6 p.m. GMT, so make sure you're there. We're really enjoying doing more regular videos and I hope you are too. We'll catch you on the next one.